Hello and welcome to a watch-along edition of Turnbuckle Bros. Welcome again, everybody, to another edition of Turnbuckle Bros. I am your host, Hardcore Matt Hewitt, alongside my co-host, as always, the Blue Chipper, the Day Tripper, the Lime Ripper, the King, Steve Matsu. Steve,
how's it going?
How's it going, brother? All right. So today we're doing actually our first ever watch-along edition of Turnbuckle Bros, where we are going to actually watch some wrestling from the 1920s and 1930s. Something that me and Steve talked about doing for a little while. But as we've done some research, we found a couple of really great matches of this guy named Ali Baba, who ended up being quite the fascinating character.
Yes, he is.
And we were just going along. We found some great matches, some great old classic black and white wrestling. And then we started doing some research on this guy, and what a crazy life this guy had. I mean, we're going to pull up some pictures here and kind of talk about him real quick and show you a couple of real great matches that we were able to find online and entertain you guys with that quite a bit. So basically, Ali Baba actually was a former NWA Heavyweight Champion. And so this guy was at the top of the mountain when it came to wrestling. At one point in time, I believe he won the heavyweight championship in 1934, which I didn't even know. So at one point, he was like the top wrestler in the world. He was the NWA champion. And his life starts out in a crazy way. He is actually a survivor of the Armenian genocide. And so,
yeah, he saw some horrible things. He saw lots of men being beheaded. His mother witnessed this with him. She actually went crazy, and they ended up living in a cave. And at night, he would wrap his hands up in her hair so that, because she was always trying to run away, so she couldn't get away, and like she would stay with him and his sister. And then one night, she actually cut her hair and left, and he never saw her again. And in the confusion of trying to find her, he also lost his little sister, and he never saw her again either.
Just maddening story how his life starts out. Then as he grows older, he defects to the United States, and he enlists in the United States Navy, where he spent 8 years serving. And this is where his tremendous feats of strength start to come out. He was known throughout his whole life of just crazy feats of strength. And you can see in this photo here where he literally has a tug of war with several servicemen on one side, several on the other, wraps the thing around his neck, and wins the tug of war against his fellow servicemen.
And in this picture, if you look at his ear there, you could see that he's got cauliflower ear and he's been putting in work.
Yeah, I mean, already the signs of a great wrestler right there. And just an amazing story of this guy. And as it goes along, we find out, and we found this great picture here. This is actually a picture of a huge main event that he did in our hometown of St. Louis. What was that? February 10th, 1937, in the famous Kiel Auditorium back in the 30s. So this blew our minds here.
Yeah, look how everyone's looking at us.
Everyone's looking at us. Yeah, everyone is excited also for Turnbuckle Bros, first ever watch along. And he goes on to appear in feature films. This one here, he was cast in a film called The Island of the Lost Souls, which was big back in its day. I think he appeared in some other movies too, Steve.
Yeah, he was in the version of Alice in Wonderland with Cary Grant, Gary Cooper, W.C. Fields, and the great Ali Baba.
That's unbelievable. It's like he was in movies with the biggest movie stars ever back in that era. And just like all we did was watch some old matches of his, and we were entertained, and we look into this guy's life, and this is a fascinating guy. I mean,
he was probably the first wrestler to like really have a gimmick and to play a character that I've seen so far in the old videos we've watched.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think. I mean, the Ali Baba, his real name was Harry Akizian. So obviously, Ali Baba is not his real name, but of course, he was a character in that regard. But this guy was legit. I mean, he was the real deal in the ring. He wasn't the biggest guy. I'd probably put him at about 5'7", 5'8", 200 pounds. But this guy was just a monster.
Look at him here in 1958. He still looks like he'll kick your ass. Look at that guy he's on the far left.
I mean, he literally
specimen.
He literally looks like Popeye the Sailor Man. That is him. And so basically what we're going to do, we found a couple of short matches of Ali Baba. We're going to watch them along with you guys and show you the wonder of Ali Baba. So I've got one queued up here, Steve. So we're going to pull this up here. We're going to watch two matches. This first match we're going to bring up today is going to be a match that we found, Ali Baba versus Red Brannigan. So let's go to it right now.
Now, what you're going to see here is not technical expertise, but he was an entertainer back before you really saw people doing that.
Let's hit play. Classic intro. Oh, God.
With the great announcer, Knox. What's his name? Harry
the great
Knox?
Announcer, Knox Manning.
Knox Manning.
Who doesn't get hyped up for a wrestling match hearing something like this?
There it is, Knox Manning.
Great commentary from Knox Manning on this match.
And now, by way of contrast, here's the wrestling bout in a more familiar style between Ali Baba of Turkey and Red Brannigan of the good old USA. That's Ali Baba, and in this corner, Red Brannigan. Let's listen as they're...
Poor Red Brannigan.
Yeah, I already feel sorry for Red.
I feel sorry for Red because you cannot hurt Ali Baba. You cannot. No microphone. He's just screaming.
You know that guy was a great ring announcer. He didn't even need a microphone.
Well, Red Brannigan, in his own inimitable style, has wafted a few kisses to the members of the fair sex in the audience, ignoring the males, and comes out to meet his opponent.
Good thing he ignored the
I
males.
love Knox. I love Knox, man.
With the big turban and the big mustache. They get their instructions from the referee. Ali gulps the turban and the rope.
And there he is, Ali Baba, the guy that we've been talking about.
For a moment, as the bell heralds the opening of what promises to be a wild
No shoes.
match in contrast to the one we've just seen. Yes, it is. There goes
You cannot hurt Ali Baba.
Impervious to pain.
Oh,
and one forearm
punch.
shot. One forearm shot from Ali Baba, and Red Brannigan is running for his life already.
The famous Ali Baba intimidation leap. You will be intimidated when I leap.
Red Brannigan doesn't want no part of Ali Baba already.
Because of that iron jaw which took everything that Brannigan had to give and came in asking for more. By sheer strength,
Scoops right out of the
man
headlock.
with the big mustache throws Red Brannigan right out of that hole.
Oh,
the butt scoop.
The butt scoop. There it is.
The famous butt scoop. Just picked him up with one arm by his butt and dropped him on the ground.
That might be the greatest move I've ever seen in my life.
The butt scoop.
Oh, he's going for the eyes already.
Oh, come on. You got to cheat. What's going on here, Red? What else can he do? That's Ali Baba. His eyes don't even get hurt.
Oh.
With sheer strength again, he slams Red Brannigan over to the ropes, and Red Brannigan appeals to the referee again.
A simple headlock is not enough.
Nope.
Not enough against Ali Baba.
The way a cat plays with a mouse. Again, Red Brannigan is saved by the ropes. Only to come back in once again and go to work on Ali Baba's mustache. Look at Ali stand there and take those smashing right.
Ali Baba is just full force. Oh, what a shot. He's down. He's not getting out of the ring this time. He pulls him back to the center. Ali Baba, could this be his series of body slams he's famous for? That's one. One body slam. With these, another two. Picks him right back up. 3 in a row. Unrelenting with the 4th body slam. Picks it back up for a 5th slam. A 6th one. Brannigan can't even get back to his feet. Baba has to pick him up. Oh, a vicious 7th body slam. The referee steps in, and that's it. It's over.
Stops the fight.
How many matches have any of you people seen where a referee stopped the match because a guy was body slammed into submission?
The cheat code for body slams has been entered.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
look at this.
Do you remember how George the Animal Steel would get after he ate a turnbuckle? Alibaba's always like George the Animal Steel after he ate a turnbuckle. It's like
they are literally. Look at this.
He's selling.
They have to carry Red Brannigan back to the locker room.
Alibaba won by death.
Oh my goodness.
The great
Steve,
Knox Manning.
What a first match we just saw from Alibaba, making
Days of George the Animal Steel. Post Turnbuckle.
On Turnbuckle Bros. Hey, nice segue of the Turnbuckle there. So you know what? We have another short match we're going to play too, because Alibaba just made short work of everybody back in the day. That match was only a couple minutes long, so we're going to watch another one. But you know what? We're going to get hyped. We're going to get hyped for this next match. And I've got a special treat for Steve here. He doesn't know this is coming. So let's cue this up here for him.
What could this be?
I'm already cracking up for it. And so we're going to go ahead and get hyped for this next fight here from Alibaba.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
Alibaba and the 40
Thieves. What's going on with them? I love me some beasties. I damn love them beasties.
Grammarly.
License to Ill, classic album.
A little Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Steve's favorite musical artist of all time is the Beastie Boys. So, little Turnbuckle.
Love me some beasties.
All right, so let's go right into it here. We're going to go into our second match from Alibaba, and I believe this one is Alibaba versus Dick Lever. Yes, that is his name, Dick Lever.
Oh, his baseball counterpart is Dick Pole.
Here it is, the second match on our Turnbuckle Bros watch along. Alibaba versus Dick Lever from 1938. Let's go to it right now.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Alibaba and the 40 Slams.
Maybe we'll see 40 slams and not 7 in this match.
You can't fool us. That's Alibaba in that corner, who's just been introduced by the referee, and he sits there. He won't even get up and acknowledge the applause of the fans as Dick Lever is doing
Alibaba
right now.
just sitting,
Dick
meditating
Lever
in the
of
corner.
Tennessee, the opponent of the
Dick Lever.
Alibaba, who still sits impotent. And now he throws nonchalantly.
Is that a Santa hat? What the hell's going on with that?
Proudly wearing that turban, and it looks as though he were telling the referee what he's going to stand for and what he isn't. Now that's not a billion.
Probably some traditional Armenian garb.
Believe it or not.
Man, look at that guy. That guy is a monster.
Meet out in the center, and Alibaba
Alibaba's.
throws
Whoa!
the lever to the canvas and struts around after him.
Interesting
there.
takedown there.
Really
Look
quite
at
a bout
this.
tonight, fans.
Alibaba
You
was
see, Dick Lever in there,
a maniac.
getting everything in the midsection,
Stiff knee and a
hitting the
stiff
door,
forearm.
Alibaba
You can't
has
hurt
a
Alibaba. He leaps
at
at
you.
you.
Hurt this man.
And watch him strut after Dick Lever and force him over to the corner and up against the ropes, and they're out
I
of
don't
it
think
again
I'd be able to
now.
run
And
fast enough away
there
from
is
this guy
Lever
if I
hitting
was
him
in the
on the
ring with
head,
him.
but as far as Alibaba is concerned, it's just a chip off the old
No
rock.
selling
And
everything from Dick
backs
Lever
away.
here.
He's a little perplexed. He doesn't know whether he's up against a man or trying to get a
Trying some sort of a hammer lock, but he can't even bend his arm because
Oh, a
Alibaba's
stiff
the man.
shot to the back of his head makes Alibaba angry. Now he's on the offense. Quick snapmare
Lever.
There's
And
another.
Watch Lever crawl out between the bottom and the middle.
That was a
side.
forceful snapmare, too, that second
Backed
one.
away. Took from that disguise, Alabama.
He got hit with a
We know
stiff
very
shot to the
well
back
that
of his
you're
neck,
Robert
and that
Taylor.
did not
Speaking
make him
of that
too
alibi,
happy.
you're ruined. Watch the perplexed expression on Lever's face. He doesn't
Lever
know
does
what
not
he's
know
up
what the
against
hell to
here.
do right
and
now.
he backpedals away, but Alabama keeps coming in after him there. And this
Oh,
looks more
trading
like a
shots.
fight than a wrestling bout. And look at
Oh,
Alabama
that
taking
staggers
out
Lever.
there just as hard as Dick
That was
Lever
actually
can
pretty
do it to
good,
him.
man.
He's
That
saying,
was
hit
pretty
me
good.
again.
Keeps coming in and head with his own head that time, and Lever is sure.
Oh,
that
clean
that
break
his
from the.
own head
Look
that
at Ali.
Alabama
He's a
is
rule.
falling around.
You know,
He's
no rule
sporting
breaker.
A mustache, you know, too.
Uh-oh, this is trouble for Dick Lever here.
In 1938, according to Esquire.
Another clean break.
And
Clean break.
down he
He's a
goes
gentleman.
in the center of the ring with Lever very reluctant.
Collar and elbow. Dick Lever going for another headlock.
This
Front
never
face
works.
crush.
That never works.
He just slips everything.
And he complains to the referee, but
The wrestling
referee
pedigree
says, "That's your
of
hard
Alibaba
luck."
shown.
He's probably
And
greasing.
He's going to the canvas again and again. This time asks the protection of the ropes, and he gets them to the
Unbelievable.
count of 3. Comes out again, and Alibaba pins him to the canvas, and even withstands attacks on his eyes.
Mauling
well,
him.
Well, the cameraman's in a hurry here, and they're moving a little too fast.
Cameraman's in a hurry.
But something's bound to happen here.
Way to
in a
cover,
minute.
Knox.
What's that adagio
Knox is the man.
of Alibaba? Back over against the ropes again, and Alibaba throws of a hurry than he was before. And this time it begins to look
Dick
like a
Lever's
marathon
just
as the boys go up
perplexed
and
here.
down against those ropes, and Ali takes
Stiff shots.
everything. Ali, yup.
There it is.
Yup.
Slam 1, slam 2, slam 3, slam 4 at the cover. The pin.
Oh, beats him with a
Victory.
north-south pin.
And Ali's going.
Look at that.
I think we're
Alibaba
unique
with the
because now, as
north-south.
you can see,
And another tremendous victory from Alibaba. So there it is. Couple of great matches from the great Alibaba. I mean, I'd have to put him up there. Alibaba's one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen just about every type of wrestling match you can imagine. Steve,
He was definitely ahead of his time for as far as developing a character and being. He was just unique compared to all those other guys. Looked exactly the same. You know what I'm talking about? Red Brannigan, Dick Lever. I mean, if we looked at him right now, could you tell me who was Dick Lever or Red Brannigan?
No,
Probably not.
I couldn't.
No. But Alibaba.
Alibaba, a true fighter, true wrestler, true strong man, true tough man who was believable. I mean, when you saw Alibaba in the ring, you weren't questioning whether he was real or not. He was the real deal. He might not have been the tallest guy or the biggest guy, but he was a guy that if you were caught in a dark alley with,
That's
you probably
true.
didn't want to be there.
Nope.
Dick Lever, I'd probably take my chances. Alibaba, I'm running like hell. I'm out of there. So there it is. Our first ever watch-along edition on Turnbuckle Bros. The first one in the bag. We plan on doing plenty of these down the road here. So for Steve and myself, we are going to say adios.
Adios.